Hey, just get on, just download it. We'll have fun.
Fine.
Escape from mental illness. Yippee! Tarkov 1.0. It feels almost like surreal. I don't know about you guys, but I remember I started playing Tarkov right after the alpha, like 2 days after the alpha. I know that because I don't have the fucking alpha armband on my character, and I was just immediately hooked. I'm reminiscing about playing that game, you know, spawning in. There was no guides, anything. Everyone would spawn in the same spot, like along a wall in woods, if you will, on the exact same side of the map. You wouldn't spawn with your teammates. There was fort armor and pack. That was the only armor in the game. The quiver helmet. That was it. Here we are. I never thought I would see it at the 1.0 release of Tarkov. I'm out of food and water. There's a scavenge going on this. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that guy got ran over, dude. Obviously, they've made like massive steps, but something about it feels wrong. Tarkov reaching 1.0 has almost made me feel emotional. You'll probably have the conclusion I'm like sitting here off camera, like crying or something. That's not necessarily the idea, but it just really has me in my thoughts and thinking of like things made me extremely happy playing Tarkov, right? And then also now it seems like kind of like bittersweet at the end. That's kind of what I mean by emotional. It's like, I'm not sure if it's the amount of time that's elapsed from when I started to when I played, or maybe it's the fact that I never really even thought Tarkov 1.0 would be a real thing. So you might be asking, Cal, is gear up booster safe to use? And yes, 100% yes. Look, Team Solo Mid uses this. Official sponsors of Team Solo Mid. How do you think they're so good at League of Legends? It's because their ping is low, dude. Duh. Utilize their service so you can streamline your internet, get a lower ping, less packet loss, and a smoother experience on escape from Tarkov. Low ping is great, you know what I mean? If I had low ping in every single one of my games, maybe I would be a little bit better. Check them out in the description down below, and let's get back in this video. Now it's a player, bro. He's dead. Whew. He was standing still, but we eat. I remember Tarkov was supposed to originally be an open world game, and that was going to be like the 1.0 launch. And the vision and the direction of the game has changed quite a lot over these years. But I remember back in the day watching Frankie on PC originally showcase Tarkov, and he did like his theatrical performance per usual, and he kind of sold it a little bit as like an open world game for like, you know, the viewers to enjoy, right? But this extraction genre, it didn't make sense. I remember Rhino Crunch, if you guys are in your late 20s like me, maybe you saw Rhino Crunch back in Arma 2 DayZ and things, right? He was explaining the concept of extraction zones, and I was trying to just comprehend it from this world of like DayZ, that like there's gonna be extraction points on the map, and I was just, aren't people just gonna sit there and camp them? Newsflash, they did. Stankrat, go fuck yourself, you little I don't even know, I like Stankrat, but certainly that is what ended up happening. It's just so hard to comprehend. Like the extraction shooter genre as a whole did not exist before Tarkov, realistically. It's just so fascinating to see that we're actually here at 1.0, and I would go as far as say that extraction shooters are actually now a popular genre. I mean, Arc Raiders has been the game that kind of got me back into gaming. The only thing I was playing for years and years was Escape from Tarkov, and I kind of burnt out. Like the community, they got real toxic, and that was the main reason why I quit playing. I mean, I still love the game, but I kind of just got tired of dealing with everyone just crying all the time about Tarkov, and it seems like that's kind of past. Like about a year ago during the whole Unheard edition, everyone was like pissing their pants. I remember like Linus Tech Tips was doing videos on Escape from Tarkov fucking drama of all people.
What the f***? You quit Tarkov?
Yeah, that's weird. I've been playing this game for
6 years. Yeah, I know.
You know, Asmongold was joining on it. I just showcased that like all these content creators knew exactly what was coming, and they didn't care, and they were like lying to people's faces to make that bag. So I got a lot of hate from that. But then what got really annoying is I was just sitting there, you know, enjoying Tarkov, and at the time I used to stream as well, and I'd just be sitting there having a great time, laughing my ass off. I'm gonna blow your dick off. wait a minute. And someone would come in there and be like, I haven't played Tarkov in 5 years, But I can't believe you would stand for BattleState games. I mean, did you see the drama? They're doing the Unheard edition to fund the war in Ukraine. You're funding the war in Ukraine. The innocent blood is on your hands. And this was like months after it happened. And I wish I was being like super satirical, but the worst part about this is it's actually very true. And it'd be like every 5 minutes. Like I couldn't go anywhere. Or we've all been playing Tarkov likely for a long time. People would come in, we all kind of come and go. Other things interest us, and they're like, I can't believe you're still playing this. I just came to this conclusion that like the Tarkov player base was so miserable. And me is like content creation is just kind of like a fun thing I do on the side, right? My identity is not tied to Escape from Tarkov. My income is not tied to Escape from Tarkov. I do other things. I realized it was just driving me mad. What I keep hearing a lot is like, it's different now, it's fixed now, it's actually good this time. I actually went and played it. Oh, I just killed Santa, dude. And I gotta say, nothing is different. It's literally the exact same game, but it's so interesting to see how the sentiment behind it has shifted. Now, let's talk about, earlier I was talking about extraction shooters as a genre. Arc Raiders just came out on this scene, and it's weird how polar opposite it is to Escape from Tarkov. Like I play Arc Raiders mostly just absolutely shit-faced on alcohol. There's like quests in the game, but it's like, there's like lore building quests, like, oh, go here where this crazy war happened and take a photo or something. And then I bring it back. I get a cutscene about the lore. I don't do the quests. The enemy, I don't know what's going on. I shoot robots. I shoot bad guys. I've made some guides for this game, but you don't need guides. There's like aim assist and stuff. It's like the world's easiest game. Arc Raiders is like softcore porn, and Escape from Tarkov is like cock and ball tour. They're like so polar opposite, but people cannot help but continuously compare the two. And it's just fascinating to me that we wouldn't even have Arc Raiders without Escape from Tarkov. And that all comes back to BattleState games and Nikita. Even like a couple of years ago, 1.0 didn't really seem like, it still seemed like quite a ways away. And it feels like this 1.0 push is forced. It doesn't seem like this is really what 1.0 for Escape from Tarkov is supposed to be. I'm starting to get this like eerie feeling that Nikita, you know, he went in hard on this as like a business owner, entrepreneur, originally with contract wars, which you can think of as just like Tarkov Arena, failed, picked himself up, and then made Tarkov from the scraps and completely did a new genre, right? And it was wildly successful. Think in your life, whenever you've had like a meteoric rise, like people are really happy with what you're doing, it's super easy to keep doing that, right? But you gotta think, imagine being Nikita, you know, like we're like, what, 10 years into development of this game, if you include contract wars, more so. The community has gotten so miserable. All I see if I open any stream besides the burnt peanut.
It's not one guy. It happens every fucking day, multiple people. So shut your fucking mouth because you think you know shit when you don't.
And that's every streamer. Everyone is miserable. The community is miserable. You go on Twitter, everyone's just like, I hate Nikita. Nikita killed my family. Fix your game. Everyone is just constantly blasting Nikita. And I know, me personally, I try to like quit content creation, YouTube streaming like that when I had to deal with it all the time. And you can call me like a little bitch or a pussy or whatever. Fundamentally, this was just something that I did, and it printed thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month. And I'm sitting on my fucking ass playing Tarkov, right? And that was just bonus income for me. Imagine being Nikita, you know, he's made his bag with Escape from Tarkov, right? And you open up the internet, anything like that, it's just a bunch of unemployed idiots telling him how stupid he is, how much his game sucks, and he should kill himself effectively, right? Imagine that for like years and years and years and years on. It's like the definition of insanity. What we've seen through how he interacts with people is he has a lot of ambition beyond that. Like he wants this project to end so he can start other projects, right? Everyone knows that. However, it seems as though like the community has dug its own grave with Tarkov, where Nikita kind of just wants to set it and let it burn. I'm sure he doesn't have that idea in his mind, but it seems like they're just going to cash cow this thing. I mean, look at all the things you can buy in the game now. In the last couple of years, it has ramped up exponentially. And it's not that I'm against any of these things, like buying apparel in game, the stash lines. Unheard is effectively just EOD. I'm not against any of these. I'm not like an activist or a pussy about these things. It's fascinating to see the radical shift they've had in trying to just milk the living shit out of Escape from Tarkov. And to me, it seems like Nikita is setting up to sunset this effectively with 1.0. I bet you there's going to be updates and stuff to come, but kind of call it quits on this project and move to something else. Now, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a transition. And if you own something like Escape from Tarkov, you're not going to just like let it crash and burn, right? You're going to hire a team. You're going to try and continue to milk everyone for money as you go work on something else, but it no longer has like the passion behind it. It no longer is going to be like such a forward-thinking project. I mean, Escape from Tarkov set the precedent for the extraction shooter genre, and it really all stem-headed from the guy at the wheel, Nikita. I mean, he was sitting there putting in the hours at the start, writing the music for the game. He had the vision in this game, right? Just sit here for a second and try to come up with an original idea, an original genre for a game yourself. And if you could successfully do this, you will probably make millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? With nothing else besides an original idea. A lot of this seems like it's just being squandered because the entire community just shits on this guy non-stop, and it seems like you make your bed, now lie in it. It seems like this is the end of the game. The community is completely different than what it was. Not to high horse the community or anything like that. Ironically, I was the toxic fucking piece of shit community that plagued this game probably before anyone else, man. I mean, I remember getting Tarkov as a teenager and just being like a fucking shithead teenager. I know better than everyone. Nikita is an idiot. Like, I did all these things that I'm saying others shouldn't, like many years ago at the very start of Tarkov. Like, I was the piece of shit community member, dude. I treated everyone poorly, not just Nikita. I was just a shithead. And maybe it's just because, like, you know, I've grown a little bit, kind of alongside Escape from Tarkov. But seeing this shift, it just makes me, I don't know, like we saw Tarkov through to 1.0, but I fear that this is the end. I don't know. This has been kind of just like a little bit of a rant about Escape from Tarkov, but I think this is the first time in my life that a video game has ever made me like emotional. But yeah, guys, those are just kind of my thoughts. I thought I would like let it riff. If this is my first Tarkov video you've seen for a long time, I'll be back on making Tarkov videos. I've recently returned to YouTube. It's just been fun again, and I'm just gonna focus on having fun. So if a game is not, you know, deriving me pleasure, or the community, like the Tarkov community, is making me just like not want to hang out, I don't really care. I'm just gonna do whatever I'm having fun with, and right now I am having fun with Tarkov, so I probably will be posting some Tarkov. We'll be posting Arc Raiders Marathon. I just love the extraction shooter genre as a whole. I'm also messing around more with like this this green screen kind of general Sam bit. This one was like a little more of a ranting Jimmy style video. However, we'll be having more like humorous videos, and if this is like, I guess, the first time you've seen me, you never like watched my streams or anything like that, this is what I look like. Got the Hawaiian shirt on because we're out here on Oahu. And yeah, I just gave away a 5090 Astral. Congratulations to the winner. We will be giving away more 5090s to come, guys. I'll see you guys all in future YouTube videos in the Discord, on the live stream, and I'll catch you guys later. So in this game, it's very important to play cover, Julia.
Yeah, yes.
Do not stand
My
in the
strong
open.
suit.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not in the military, but Fleshlight should definitely sponsor the military, dude. Drop pocket pussies in Iraq, man.
They're all just gonna end up fucking each other.
What?